pastors, media, causes of bloodshed in Nigeria. Additional. Welcome to the news, and thank you for tuning in to listen. Spokesperson to President Muhammad Buhari, Femi Adesina, has accused clerics of the Christian and Muslim faiths and the media of inciting violence in the country. The reckless utterances come even from the pulpit, from apostles, pastors, and bishops, from the mosques, from sheikhs and malams, from the newspapers, radio, television, internet, everywhere. Mr. Adesina wrote on his Facebook page this Thursday night. From the very old, the young, male and female, they just say incautious, thoughtless, imprudent things that swell up and lead to violence, sorrow, tears, and blood, he added. Known for his use of ill-mannered language in describing critics of the Buhari regime, Mr. Adesina said life under his principal had deteriorated in the last 18 months. We have indeed passed through the most challenging of times in the past 18 months, security-wise, economically, socio-politically, and in other ways. Life has descended into the Hobbesian state of nature, nasty, brutish, and short, the president's spokesperson said. Wonderful. So pastors are the cause of bloodshed in Katsina, your principal's home state? No. But you came relevant through media, worked on the media writing, gossiping, writing according to eyewitnesses without due confirmation, and today you are in the government. Buhari's tribalism and favoritism are the causes of bloodshed and division. Okay. And what has pastors got to do here? Or did you just mention pastors to balance the imams on? Well, I do not agree with the statement. And the electorate, of course, this will cause it will stir up a lot of comments. And will stir up a lot of people. We do not say that the cause. Saying the truth there's one adage that says the truth is bitter, but it must be told. Most of these people, they just state how Nigeria is. They just state the obvious, and I do not think that in any way it's a crime. Saying the truth is not in a crime, except we live in a very unjust, or in a nation that is not just. The truth should set you free. The truth should set you free. So I do not think it is right to just assume that these people are the ones inciting, except you have a first-hand evidence, or you have evidence that, okay, to go with this statement that you have made, that people like pastors and clerics are the ones that are inciting violence in the people. I do not think so. Sincerely. If a man keeps quiet, he is counted as wise, but a fool is known because he speaks all the time. I read this man's column in The Sun for years. I find it difficult to believe that it is the same person. In fact, I am believing science fiction movies that people's body can be taken over. Bandits and terrorists are killing innocent people daily. Very correct. I agree. Your government has not arrested one person. Your government gave Boko Haram terrorists amnesty after devastating lives. Kidnappers have held innocent children for months now. Your government did nothing. Yet, you are blaming religious leaders. Just remember that you will leave office one day. You will try to become one of us again and criticize those in power. We remind you of the statement. Well, just like I said, the truth is bitter and it must be told. This issue of inciting violence, I think that is not totally the case. People only state the obvious. Like, I can come out now, I can say, okay, fine. We were even told this morning that a lot of, we have a population of 200 million, and out of 200 million, 150 million Nigerians do not pay tax, or they evade tax. Now, people are saying, the lecturers are saying, how am I supposed to pay for these things? I should pay for tax when at the end of the day, I am going to be the one to, to get myself water, clean water. I am going to be the one to, to give myself good health care. I will be the one to give myself electricity when it comes to I buy gen, I buy the fuel, or I buy solar. and all those things. The basic amenities that is supposed to be provided by the government with the few, the little that they claim they collect. I don't see it. People say, why am I paying? A lot of people came up. So this is just like stating the truth, which of course is going to be very bitter. Now, even those that are, even a lot of people came up with the idea and say, oh, this particular government, a lot of people are not employed. That is why they're not paying tax. So these things now, you're not going to come out and say these things are inciting, anyway, inciting violence. Stating things as they obviously are, or as they really are, should not be a crime. I come and you ask me what is the color of this thing, and I tell you it's white, and it is really white, and you say I'm inciting violence. It is not. It should not be the case. The electorates, I beg your pardon, these people you are accusing, I do not think it is right. The only thing they do is to state the obvious. And I tell you, if things are going well, you will still hear is that they are saying that things are well. When something is done and it's done wonderfully well, you are congratulated for it. When you do not do something well, what happens? You also, they're questioned. Why is this thing going like this? Why? Why is it like the federal government did not care for the electorates? Why is it that a lot of things are going wrong? Why is it that we do not have infrastructure and all the social amenities that should be basic things? Why is it that every government that comes in keeps using the same agenda? I will create jobs. I will give stable electricity. What's happened? Why is there all these things? All these things are obvious. Obviously, Nigeria does not have stable electricity. Obviously, Nigeria does not have stable running water. People now create waters for themselves. Some boreholes, some buy water. Some buy water. So all these things are not far from what is actually going on. They are not in any way far from it. This is not a means of inciting violence. No. If you ask me, like I said once again, if you ask me what is the color of this thing, and I tell you that this particular thing color is white, so it should not be in any way to, or if you ask a Nigerian today, an average Nigerian, how are you doing? And he tells you, look, I'm not fine. Things are not going well. The prices of food keeps increasing. Naira keep devaluing against dollar every day. All those things are obvious things. Nobody's inciting the other. You ask me, I tell you, because I live in Nigeria. I do not live in Mars. I do not live in Jupiter. I do not live in Neptune. I live in the same Nigeria. So I do not think there is a need for saying these people are the ones. In fact, it is like you calling the bad the ugly. I mean, calling the good the ugly and calling the ugly the good. There are people who are responsible for inciting violence. These are the people that are making people's life unbearable. The bandits, the kidnappers, the terrorists. People that have made, like I said, there are a lot of people that have not witnessed a calm society since they were born. Those states in the north that their children are giving birth to in a very, very in a chaos society. They have not witnessed how a calm society can be like. Just imagine a toll that will be taken on their outlook towards life. So I believe we should not call the good the ugly and the ugly the good. On this note,